progress. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to repeat myself because we just turned our recording on. I am Jennifer. I am a registered nurse in Chicago, and I am here to support the Essential Oily Cafe team in their Thursday evening Zoom wellness calls for 2023. We welcome you all here. If you are calling in, we'd love for you to let us know your number so that we can follow and catch up with you later with questions. There is a chat available as well that you can put your questions in, and we'll get to them as the day goes on. How these classes work is our first 30 minutes, we're going to talk to you about a product of whatever topic we're doing for that particular month. And then we're going to move on to at 7:30 to 8 o'clock is a business call, and you are more than welcome to stay. We talk about ways to be accountable, the ways to share your love for Young Living essential oils with other people. No requirements, and everybody is welcome. So we are glad that you are all here. Again, I am Jennifer. I am one of your silver leaders for your team, and I do this along with other members of our team. So if you guys want to introduce yourself across the screen, since we're starting with 2023, let's go with Beth.
Hi, I'm Beth Larson. I'm in Kansas City, and I'm one of your leaders as well. And just like to welcome and get a great kickoff for 2023. Just excited to see all the people that get the text every week to come and jump on these classes. Jean, you want to go next?
Hey, everybody. I am Jean, and that was the amazing Beth Larson Gold Leader and Silver Leader Jennifer. We are very excited about 2023. A lot of exciting things are happening this year, guys, and we just really want to strongly inspire you to go after your dreams, make a decision, and we can do it together. And that's what the Thursday nights are about: learning together, growing together, being accountable together. So I'm excited to be a part and to see each of you every Thursday. Back to you, Jennifer.
So let me give you a little background for some of the new people that are here. We started this Thursday. Well, we actually did a Wednesday night and Thursday night. We've streamlined it and learned that Thursday nights are better. So we've streamlined it to join two properties or two purposes for our Young Living team. One is we want to get you product education, and that is really where our heart and desire is. If you don't understand the products, you're not going to be able to use them. You're not going to be able to understand them to share them with other people. So that's the first part of our goal for 2023 moving forward. And the second part is doing business opportunity, because there's always a business opportunity involved with sharing your healthy lifestyle with other people. So if we give you the product education, you're going to feel more comfortable with sharing that joy and love for that product with somebody else. And how do you do that? So we'll do that at the second half of our class. And we started this because we as leaders felt like we weren't being accountable. We weren't being accountable to ourselves, and we weren't being accountable to do the follow-up and education that we needed as leaders. And we found that bringing everybody together really made it a lot more fun, and it made us be a lot more accountable. So with that, we're going to start off this year. There's a challenge going on with the Wellness and Purpose group, and they're talking about digestion. And really, this is where you need to start. You always hear at the beginning of the year, like liver cleanse. You should do a liver detox. Well, guess what? You really have to start with the gut. Your gut is where everything is centered around: your skin, obviously the digestive system. So if you're not digesting your food, you're not going to be able to help support your liver. So where do we need to start? We have to start with the digestion. And this is a product that's super easy to talk about and super easy to start with and super easy to share. It used to be a product that came in these old yellow bottles. I don't know if you can see that. And the gel-like form was a little bit different. So they were more of like a cloudy, you can't even see it on the call, but cloudy. It's going to this white bottle, which Beth is showing, because they reformulated it, and they reformulated the capsule that it's being held in to be able to support the product and to have the longevity of the product that we really wanted. So that's what they changed. That's why it was out of stock, and they were working on getting that product back on the shelves for us. So let's talk about it for a really quick topic. It's called Digest and Cleanse. It's a very easy on your system. So it's formulated, clinically proven, time-tested essential oils that work synergistically to help smooth your gastrointestinal system, to help soothe gastrointestinal upset, prevent gas, stimulate stomach secretions, and support a healthy digestion. It has in it peppermint, caraway, lemon, ginger, anise, and fennel. So all of these things are helping support that digestive system. And you heard me say gas, gastrointestinal upset, proper stomach secretions, and healthy digestion. So these are all things that you need to, in order for your bowels to move through your system. It helps kind of soothe out that lining of your intestinal tract. With doing it, it's supplementing, with it soothing out the bowel and preventing the gas and stimulating the liver and the gallbladder and the stomach secretions. It aids in your digestion and helps you absorb your food easier and better. So it comes with a couple different systems, and the way that we're going to utilize it for this particular challenge that starts on Monday. So if you guys have this product, I'm super excited. You're going to take one digesting cleanse a day. It's so easy on your system that you truly can take it up to 3 times a day. They recommend you take it an hour before your meal. So can I take it on an empty stomach? The answer would be yes. The goal is that you take it on an empty stomach. You only, for this challenge, need to take it once a day, because we're going to supplement it with a couple other items. So it's important that when you're working on the digestive system, that you're also including some enzymes into there, which we will talk about next week. We're going to add in a repeat of our enzymes. What they recommend for this particular challenge is the essential enzymes. So it's the bilayer essential enzymes tablet. You take 1 capsule a day. So they're making it simple. 1 capsule of digesting cleanse, 1 capsule of essential enzymes, and 1 capsule of Life 9. Life 9, I'm going to recommend that you guys do at bedtime. If you're not already taking it, you need to add Life 9 into your routine at bedtime. So you're going to do digesting cleanse. If you want to take digesting cleanse at breakfast and essential enzymes at lunch, if you want to take essential enzymes at breakfast and digesting cleanse at lunch, you have the opportunity to do it in any form or fashion that works best for you. I'm choosing not to put them together. And my thought process is it's essential enzymes that are putting enzymes in to break down my food. And I want the essential oils that are in the digesting cleanse to have an opportunity to work by themselves. So I'm doing them separate. It is not written that way, but just from my learning of the digestive system, I want to separate them. So do you guys have any questions about those items?
Does Life 9 need to be on an empty stomach?
It does not, but the reason that we talk about doing it at bedtime is because it works best in your system over rest. Like your stomach is at rest, your body's at rest. So if you are working night shift, your bedtime is going to be whatever time it is that you're going to bed. I would recommend that Life 9. And you could take it with food.
So Jennifer, you also stated you want to take them apart. Are you recommending certain hours, a minimum of 2 hours? What is?
I'm kind of choosing different meals. So like for breakfast, I'm taking essential enzymes at breakfast. So it supports me for the whole day. I'm taking digesting cleanse at lunch, an hour before my lunch meal. And then that way I can take the Life 9 at bedtime. So I'm just choosing to do it that way because I want my body to be able to utilize each of the products alone, essentially. I mean, the essential enzymes is working 24 hours, so it's not really working alone, but it's working with some hour time frame in between. Okay. And that's just what works for me because I don't really, I'm a nurse. I'm lucky if I get lunch. That's the reality of being Like, I'm gonna just try. I know that I'm gonna get something for breakfast before I leave for the day because I really don't know when that lunch hour is gonna be. So my digesting cleanse might be at dinner. I don't know. Today I took it at dinner.
And
So
does
it's
Life
Friday the-
9 need to be away from all of the other supplements that you might be taking in addition to these 3 things?
So from our previous teaching and education that we've done, no, because when we looked at the essential enzymes that some of the other diamond leaders were doing, they're popping handfuls of stuff at bedtime. I do recommend, my personal recommendation is to try to take it as your last thing, just like you would take thyroid medication first thing in the morning by itself. I recommend taking the Life 9 by itself, the last thing before you go to bed. So when you're grabbing your glass of water to go upstairs to bed, you're taking your Life 9 and you head up to bed. But again, that's my personal, like, that's just kind of thinking of the digestive system. That's just my choice. You can do it however you want. There's no rhyme or reason. You could take them all 3 together if you want to, but I think it'd be better to do it a little separate.
And for all of you that are live on the chat, I don't think the recording will get it. Let us know. Contact your leader if you need these things. The Facebook page challenge, the wellness challenge for this month, like Jennifer said, is the digestion challenge. And I have the link in the chat. If you don't have that, or if you need that later, let us know, as well as the products, the 3 products that she has talked about in a wish list. If you just click on that and then sign in, you can look at those products plus a couple other things on that.
So we really had only had a goal to talk about just digesting cleanse, but because all of these things are starting on Monday, I'm kind of throwing them in at you, but we will repeat the enzymes next week just so that you have a little bit more insight of them going into this class. Like, we're starting a little bit, later in the preparation for this just because it's the time frame. The other thing that they have as an option with the digesting cleanse, like the way the digesting cleanse prior to this challenge was that you'd take digesting cleanse with the Balance Complete shakes. And so if you're really starting a reboot on your intestinal tract, it would not be a bad thing to add in a Balance Complete shake, 1 or 2 meals for the first 5 days of your plan. It's just going to help you reboot your digestive system. It's going to help you. I know I am not the only one that ate a lot of cookies over Christmas. We all had extra carbs, like whether it's potatoes or stuffing or whatever it was. I'm not the only one. So we need a reboot. We need to get some of that extra sugar out of our system. And I can tell you, my skin is showing me gosh, what did you eat? Over that time frame, or the extra couple of pounds that you had over the holidays, or you were around a lot of sick people. Let's get your digestive system back rebooted. And I think that is a really great way for us to start this new year.
And that 5-day challenge, that 5-day cleanse, there's a flyer that I also put in the chat for you. And there's a really good, if you want to share it, Jennifer had done this Life Steps, has a great challenge on there. It has a lot of this information that Jennifer's just gone over.
Yes.
Jennifer, I do have a question. I appreciate you said how gentle all this is on your system. Any concerns for special concerns or issues like no gallbladder?
Actually, I would say no. It doesn't. Gallbladder usually has a hard time, and I don't have my gallbladder. So I've taken these products and I have not had an issue. Now, I'm obviously different than you, but your gallbladder really usually has a hard time with high fat diets.
Mm-hmm.
And none of these products contain anything that's high fat that is going to put your bile system, where it's having to put out extra bile, into the problem. So it should be much easier. I also did not have any problems with diarrhea or constipation or any of those things while I was doing these products in the past. I did the 3 digesting cleanse at that time and did not do enzymes. So this time it's going to be a little bit different, and I'm adding the enzymes in. Well, I've been taking the enzymes, so I'll have the enzymes in my system along with the digesting cleanse daily this time. So I'm going along with this product just like you guys are this time.
Thank you.
So, my question is, if you're already taking the essential zyme, but taking Allerzyme or the essential zyme 4 already in addition, should we stop those or just continue with what we normally do?
You can actually take all of them if you wanted to. I mean, there are lots of people that take handfuls of enzymes. They all have a little bit different properties. Some are working on high fat, some are working on carbohydrates, some are working on the seasonal allergies or the environmental problems that you're having. The essential zymes is 24 hours. It's a time released. That's how it's different from essential zymes 4. And we do have from last year's teaching stuff written out, Beth, right, on the essential zymes, and we have a flyer that we can send into the repeat of this call that breaks down those essential zymes for you. So we'll just simply send that out before we even get into it next week, so you guys have a cheat sheet in front of you. But I would say no, if you're taking those, you can still take those and add the essential zymes.
Thank you.
I agree.
Go ahead and stop.
Jen, can I add something about the probiotic, the Life 9?
Sure.
I was going to say, a lot of people were asking if you can take it with other things. And if you are on any prescription antibiotics, you would want to take the Life 9 a couple of hours at least after the antibiotic.
That is correct. So you never take an antibiotic with a probiotic because they are working against one another.
Right.
Antibiotics are
Thank
killing the
you.
bacteria and probiotics are bringing the good stuff back into your system. So that is
Right.
correct.
And so I often recommend probiotics when people are on antibiotics because the antibiotics kill everything and you need the good bacteria back in there, like eating yogurt. So Life 9 would be that, but just you have to take it at least 2 hours after.
Yeah. So you take it. That's what, and also the reason why we say take it at bedtime. You're typically
Right.
not taking an antibiotic on an empty stomach at bedtime would be
Mhm.
the theory
So
behind
Two
it. So yeah,
2 hours after you take your antibiotic.
2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. Because I just started antibiotics today.
2 hours.
So thanks.
So just spread it out.
Yeah.
But very important for you because of that.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to stop our recording on Digest and Cleanse. If you guys have any other questions on this, feel free to still throw them in the chat. We'll still answer them, even though we're done with our recording for our education for today on products.